watch along live stream. Today it is Central Coast Mariners taking on the bottom league of Western United. Both teams need an important win. Central Coast falling with a draw against Melbourne Victory. On the other hand, Western United, they are just been shaking out of their heads. They had a couple of losses some losses in each games. They've been falling apart for Western United, and this is not looking good for them. But yeah, I think this game could be quite a little bit boring. But I'm always keen for a great game for Central Coast and Western United. These head to head. Sorry about if I'm half shirtless because the degree is hot. Tomorrow is going to be deadly if you guys are around in Sydney or Australia. But yeah, I think Central Coast have like the high chance to get back of themselves with a win. Their first win is up with the F3 Derby. Newcastle Jets finally get themselves in the win before the Sydney Derby. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna go with Central Coast Mariners and Western United. Maybe 3-0. It's gonna be too. It's gonna be too strong for Western United to like handle with. So Central Coast 3-0 for this one.
He is good at developing those young players as well. But
now these two need an important win.
Wants to see a clean sheet, hasn't seen it yet, but check out the top 10 defenders from round 6, and there's 3 of them. 3 Central Coast Mariners there, led by Caltac, who makes defending so cool. I mean, everyone wanted to be like Macca and be a striker, but Brian Caltac, I tell you what, no, Macca, don't laugh. You know. But he's making it cool. We've got Dan Hall in there, and of course Jacob Farrell, who we've already spoken about tonight. But Grace, let's talk about Dan Hall, because he's come back into the side, and in your eyes, he's made a good impact straight away.
Yeah, and I think he's had to. And well, for Dan Hall, he'd be pretty happy because the 2 games that he's played in, the team have had a win and a draw, and they haven't dropped a point with him at the centre of defence. And whether that's down to him specifically, I wouldn't say that is the case. But Nathan Paul started the first 4 games of the season. He's dropped out with a little bit of an injury, and Dan's had to come in and do a job, and he's done a really good job at that. So the fact that he's in that top 10 player index for only 2 appearances, and particularly off the back of last weekend, look, I think it speaks to the fact that he's in good form, and now Nathan Paul's got a job to do to try and muscle him back out of the side.
And Macca, just to touch on Caltac as well, he was leading that charge there. Yeah. He is just such a workhorse, isn't he? I mean, he inspires those all around him, surely, especially with the young blokes. I mean, wow, what a bloke to look up to in that side.
He's such a lovely man too, and softly spoken off the park, and he just goes about his business like a true professional.
I'm just setting up.
Absolute beast mode on everything.
Beast mode.
Oh, he's a freak. I love him.
Oh, it's so good to watch. All right, let's hear from John Aloisi now. He caught up with...
And I'll tell you, this is a lot different.
Johnny, thanks for joining us. 5 defeats in a row. How have you gone about trying to keep morale and
5 defeats.
belief up coming into
Not looking
tonight?
good.
The morale's been good because the performances have been there, and everyone's seen the last 4 games we've dominated the opposition. The thing that we just need to improve on is our calmness in that final third. We're creating really good openings, a lot of opportunities, and just be convinced that you can find the back of the net, and that's what we've been working on. The rest of the game you still work on it because you want to keep improving, but the morale's been good. The boys have been great.
Noah Pottage starts up front again. He hasn't scored in his last 5. You're persisting with him. Where's he at for you? How far off it is he for you?
He's not too far off at all. His all-round game's been good. Last week he got into good goal-scoring opportunities again. Hit the post, had a couple of good headers. And I know with goal scorers that once you get that one, then they'll end up going in on a regular basis. But he's looking good in training, so we'll persist with him. He's a young kid. This is a good test for our young kids because it's not nice losing 5 in a row. Whether you think you deserve it or don't deserve it, it's still there. And so once we get through it, they'll be better for it.
The Mariners seem to have stabilised a bit, but where might you be able to exploit them this evening?
Oh, look, they're a difficult team to play against, especially here on the Central Coast. They got a lot of quality players, but we feel that with our movement up top that we can hurt their defence and try and create as many chances as possible. And today score goals.
Like I said, like last before I was saying, this is a lot different because I normally, like, if you have seen the recent live streams before last 3, I normally live stream in the lounge room, but this is a lot different because right now I'm live streaming in my room. So I'm watching this on my mom's or my sister's laptop. So this is a different live stream that it's never seen before. But I think this could be like every time when I live stream, you watch along A-Leagues. Or different maybe.
So he can be more central and be involved in more of the play. We saw that he is such a leader in he can.
I mean, Western United, they've been lack, and
I think that year when he was at Newcastle,
they got us something to prove on.
I'd love to see him more involved, and Lockie Wales on that right wing where he seems to do most of his damage.
Yeah, Lockie Wales, he can do something with it. From the Western United.
Who are getting in the box. I think that would be probably a little bit more beneficial with the players he's got.
Well, you mentioned Pena and his time at the Jets. Gosh, he was just an absolute firecracker there. He was box office. Here he is up against another Brazilian in Marco Tulio tonight. You go through the stats there. I mean, they're both sensational players. Does one edge another in your eyes, do you think, Grace? Or that's putting you right on the spot, isn't it? But they're both awesome to watch, aren't they? And will be tonight.
They are, but look, I agree with Macca. I think we need to see Pena a little more centrally because I think that's where he's at his best. And Tulio, on the other hand, I don't think we've seen the best from him this season yet. I think he's still growing into the season game by game, and he's had a few really good chances, but just not that finishing quality, which obviously Central Coast have needed.
Those two donuts, the 2 zeros there are telling. You know, these two guys,
I'll be back.
They're getting shots on goal, and they're wonderful players. They need to be scoring. Okay, they need to have the end product. We saw Tulio start last season quite slowly, and then he became like a steam train in the season, was the best player in the back end of the season. But then Pena, we know what he can do. He's shown us when he was at Newcastle. He's coming back from a long-term injury, but I think now he's back into his groove. He's central. He can have more... he gets that ball in a more dangerous position. He can be involved in more things going forward, and if he can be closer to goal to get more shots away on goal.
Yeah, well, Pena, we know he is just an absolute talent, and the fire that he brings to this side as well. I remember when he was playing for the Jets and he almost got into a stink with Matty Simon on the sideline. So maybe playing against the Mariners will bring the best out of him as well, because I tell you, he was this big, had to be restrained and ripped down the tunnel. That was something special. Tips, guys, what are we thinking? Who wins? Why? Grace, ladies first.
I'm going Central Coast.
Central Coast, Macca?
Well, my tips have been terrible, but I'm going Central Coast as well at home.
Okay. Well, for me, I might go for the upset here because Johnny Aloisi, he needs something, and we want to see that family feud go down next weekend. All right, we're off to a break. It should be an absolute cracker. Kickoff is next.
The superstars of the A-Leagues on Paramount Plus. What a finish! Matthew Leckie could not miss. Every round, every game live. The Matilda star, Courtney Vine. The A-Leagues, where stars are made. Only on Paramount Plus. Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue, and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe.
2 people watching, I know.
In 3, 2, 1.
How you doing?
How do I look? So fat. You're a danger girl.
Somebody messes with me, I'm gonna mess with him. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Beat the heat this summer at Harvey Norman with great deals on air conditioning. Cool down the bedroom or home office with this Rinnai inverter split system air conditioner. Only $779. This Mitsubishi electric inverter split system offers long airflow for medium-sized rooms. Hot price, just $12.99. This Fujitsu reverse cycle inverter split system, perfect for open plan living areas, only $2,199. Ask our experts in store about installation and beat the heat. More great deals on air conditioning now at Harvey Norman. Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue, and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
You've probably heard the saying, if you can count your real mates on one hand, you're doing pretty well. But with the 7-seat Isuzu MUX, you got room for a couple more. From kicking around the city to kicking back around the campfire, nothing gets you and your crew there in style and comfort quite like the Isuzu MUX. Live your own way in the Isuzu MUX. Go your own way. Quite like the Isuzu MUX. Live your own way in the Isuzu MUX. Cruising in the port, get it done. We're gonna place the river. Hands on your head. Look at this venue. You got it here. NCIS Sydney, now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Leagues are go. The 19th A-League men's competition. This could be it. Wouldn't you know it? Unbelievable. The celebrations there. Talk about a grandstand finish.
We'll sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
The fairy tale is complete. The Central Coast Mariners, champions of Australia.
The green shoots of recovery starting to show for the reigning champions. Baby steps, but 4 points out of 6 from 2 home matches do indicate the Central Coast
So
Mariners
lame that the stadium is not
just
full.
beginning to get back
It's not
on
filled.
track.
They're playing at
After that
Gosford.
disastrous start to the defence
Central
of
Coast,
their
home
crown.
away,
The
home.
champions' curse, of course, afflicted Western United last season.
They got a couple of
This
Western United
campaign
fans.
hasn't been much fun either. After that opening day victory at Melbourne City, they've endured a run of 5 straight defeats, just 3 shy of their own club record. Goals, or the lack of them, have been a big problem for John Aloise's side. Can they rectify that tonight and halt the Mariners' mini revival? Very good evening to you. It should be a cracking contest this, even though it is the battle of the basement dwellers. 11th against 12th, but of course the league is tight at this early point of the campaign, and a win for either team will catapult them away from the bottom of the ladder. 3 crucial points at stake in Gosford this evening. The weather is dry and a little warm.
Gotta at least get a torch.
Searing temperatures across New South Wales today, and expected to be the same tomorrow. There's a rumour of a storm around 9 o'clock in this neck of the woods.
Should I use the
Let's hope
torch?
that passes Industry Group Stadium by as the 2 teams come out.
The team lineups has been announced. 2 teams walking out.
The last 2 champion clubs of Australia, both with points to prove this evening.
This would be huge for both teams. One of them will walk away with a 3-point.
Here's the team news.
Someone will walk away with an
Jackson has
important
made
win.
a couple of changes to the
The
Mariners
champions
starting
want to
11.
get themselves
Out go Will Wilson,
their
and
second win in the
interestingly,
season,
Alan Quall,
whilst with Western United try to end their 5 losing streaks
who scored
in their last
Derby
5
win
games,
here
which
2
is
weeks
not
ago.
really good sign
Dan
of
Hall
John
continues alongside
Aloise's
Brian Kaltak in
side
defence.
from the green and
His
black.
third consecutive start ahead
So
of
this
Nathan
could be
Hall, who is on the bench
quite
along
of the
with
case from
Quall,
these 2
Wilson
sides.
and Christian Theoharis. Marco Tullio hasn't scored in his last 7 A-League matches, though he has scored 6 times in the AFC Cup. Just the one change for Western United. Riku Danzaki returns in place of Rami Nasreen on the left-hand side of midfield. James Donaghy has returned to training but isn't quite ready to feature. So it's Jacob Tratt and Tomoki Imai again in the centre of the defence. Lachlan Wales returns to the region of his birth. He scored Western's only goal in the last 5 matches. Nikita Rukavica is one of the options on the bench. Lockie Wales, who was born in Terrigal and of course started his career.
Lockie Wales versus, I guess, no, it's not Lockie Wales, but Daniel from Western United versus Marco Tilio, the Brazilian.
Record is heavily in favour of the Mariners with 6 wins to 3. And Western have lost every one of their 5 trips north to Gosford. They haven't beaten the Mariners home or away since the 2020-21 campaign, when a solitary Connor Payne goal against his old club secured the victory. There's Mark Jackson. This time last year, he was a couple of weeks away from being appointed the new boss of MK Dons in England's 3rd tier.
Mark Johnson replacing Nick Montgomery last season for Central Coast coach.
Away from the foot of the table with Mariners.
So Sean Evans.
There's our referee tonight, who is
Adam Kersey.
Now a veteran in terms of A-League matches. And there's John Aloisi.
Yep, John Aloisi.
Gosford, you might remember, upon his return to Australia as a player, featuring 15 times for the Mariners, scoring 7 goals as the club won through to the grand final of 2008. That after winning the Premiership. Thomas Hewitt-Bell is another one with
The champions take on the bottom of the league, Western United.
So it's the Mariners in the yellow, get us underway. The battle of the basement is underway.
Battle of the basements.
Need, but Andy Harper,
interesting.
Western's need is greater.
Good evening, Simon. Yeah, I can't imagine how Western United can stomach not picking up some points. They're playing. The squad is too good.
Is this a rivalry or? I'm not 100% sure.
It's too good for them to be in the doldrums as well, but there's been more signs, as you alluded to in the intro, of them starting to see their way through the early season malaise. Let's see if Western
I reckon, like,
start heading north.
I think
and soon.
every team's not like out of state. Say for Western United, right? I guess they should do like a tour, just like the RBB's doing. Like they've been to Brisbane last game against Brisbane Roar, and now their next game is next tour is at Perth, for Perth Glory, and I reckon that's for every supporter groups that they should do, because I think that brings a more atmosphere and more entertaining across the stadium. I don't know, it's my opinion though. Oh shit, we have 5 people watching now. 5 people watching, that's interesting.
Just they're in deficit, the players left compared to the players coming in. And there was no real sign that it was going to be that stark. Here's the Pizio lunge. Benny Garuccio over. Luke Quoll might still be a great return, and he hasn't settled yet. A lot of excitement around his announcement. Angel Torres again might find his feet, but he's not a like-for-like or adequate replacement for Benny and Colombo either. And of course, in the dugout, Mark Jackson has to get the players earning some points to make.
Oh, here they go. Central Coast going to the right.
Not look quite as seismic as it's been.
Here come the red, yellow, and blue. Ooh. Should be a corner.
Youngster not frightened to shoot. He got that goal, of course, against Tiranganu in the AFC Cup.
The Yellow Army.
Yeah, he's a youngster as well. Physically mature, of course, you need.
The Yellow Army supporters group starting to chant in the first half.
It's not just a matter of talent, it's about physicality as well, and he's got it in spades. It's the Pizio.
First corner for the yellow and blue.
So an early corner for Mark Jackson's team, delivered by Torres, and there are a lot of bodies in there.
Ooh.
Drop for Jacob Farrell, but
Offside.
whistle blows in favour of Western United.
For Jacob.
Escape that particular scare.
Jacob Farrell. Causing a free kick.
It's Hall and Caltech. It was Hall, actually, who just couldn't get out of the way in the end.
It was a handball. Not my bad. It's not offside. It was handball from Jacob Farrell.
Forward by Thurgate.
An early turnover for the Western United, and that gives up to Josh Nisbet from the Central Coast.
Options wide right. To go back through Storm Brew
They stay calm and cool.
Now
Brian Caltech.
Touched by Tullio. Should favour Heward Bell.
And just to finish the summation on the Mariners, it's Marco Tullio in the picture there, who showed so much last year. And given the departures, a new player settling, and given his very obviously deep reservoir of talent, more's expected. Great chance for him to lead this football club with.
Brian Caltech forces the goal line, and that'll be Western United's free kick.
This is the time for Marco to kick on big time.
Well, he will feel he is due a goal. Saw some of the pre-game stats. 26 shots he's had, and no return.
They changed sides to Western United.
In the competition. Let's see if tonight's the night. This is Daniel Pena.
And a lost over. This is the Central Coast Mariners' chance. Thinking of going a pass. Oh, that pass was nowhere. Almost right into the box. That's the pass he didn't want to do. Very disappointing. Here's some chance for the Western United.
Looking for somebody at the back post. It was Riku Ganzaki. Retrieved by Ben Garuccio.
They retreat onto the right.
Garuccio in position for the return. Now Steve Lustica. Imai. Poked forward by Tratt for Thurgate. Spell of possession.
Angus Thurgate. I needed a better seat.
100th win in the Aleague men's competition tonight, Josh Risdon.
The seat is not good because it's making this weird ass sounds.
So then you flip the coin to Western United. Wherefore and what for? How the hell are they languishing so badly this early in the season after an opening day win? You look at their players in and you think, well, their experience and what they showed at the clubs from which they've come, you think this is the front half of the field, almost as good a player list as there is around the comp.
Against now the competition's lowest scorers with just 3.
No, that seat is bad. I'll just stick with that.
Torres claiming it was a fair play for the ball. Referee disagreed.
And then on that basis, if they can eke out some results, get some confidence, then Thurgate's been great for Newcastle. Noah Botic. Well, look at Milanovic going at Wanderers. They're playing slightly different positions, but the kit bag of technique and skills very similar. Milanovic is flying. Noah Botic not yet hit his straps. Daniel Pena as a jet was electrifying. Get those players going well. And there should be goals in this team.
We're seeing playing a, well, what on paper at least looks like a flat 4-4-2. Does that leave Pena and Ganzaki at times too wide to make an impact?
It depends on how consistent the
Yeah.
is.
Oh my god, this degree is killing me.
First incarnation as a Brisbane Roar player, I thought, wow, get him and Pena in the same team with Thurgate, Noah Botic. You've really got some potential with this guy, who over the years has shown some good consistency in Lockie Well. So the bones of a team are really there. It just hasn't come together yet. The other end of the field, I'm not quite convinced about with Western. And
7th minute. United sides created possession of their chances and shot on targets. This is common pace drill.
Nisbet turning back towards Jacob Farrell. He's got that left back jersey back now that James McGarry has departed to Aberdeen. Nisbet's working his way through traffic and very effectively too. Tulio.
I heard the chance. Oh, I missed it. Everything.
Just made a little bit of contact there with the ball. Which,
And the ball returned to the Mariners. Now back to the United, and it will be given away for a free kick to the Yellow Army.
Caltech. Dan Hall.
Brings it back to Daniel Vukovic.
Of course, wants to play for Fiji. Hasn't represented the nation of his heritage as yet. Like Caltech, of course, a Vanuatu international. I've seen too many of those combinations down the years in the A-League. Torres.
Torres.
Seen out by Riston. Cagey opening 10 minutes. No real work for either goalkeepers yet. Farrell. Torres. That's the first from Colombia. Looks to clip it to the far post. It's not bad. Storm Rue is there. DiPizio wouldn't quite sit for it. The Mariners will get a corner though.
Yeah, that was really good from Torres. Look at the speedy incursion right around Josh Riston a little too easily. Thurgate can't knock him off his stride. Little delightful little dink over to Storm Rue, and I think Storm asked a lot of DiPizio there. There was probably a little too much pepper on that pass. The youngster to seriously threaten the goal. Better signs from this guy, Torres. Carlo is such an effective player for the Mariners in their run to the title.
This room is so dark. Should I put the light on? Oh shit! I didn't see that. Wow, Central Coast. I missed out the whole thing, but I did hear the atmosphere going, and it looks like Central Coast Mariners gets the first goal in the opening half of 11th minute. And boy, did the Mariners needed that. I was unfocused on what happened. Powerful head up. So it was all Marco Tulio who did this corner. And it goes to Brian Torres. That is a strong head in.
And then when it's slung in, it's Dan Hall really unchallenged. He's too big and he's too good from that range. And he
the Mariners are on the board.
Powerful finish.
Oh, it's not Brian Torres, lads. I'm sorry. I'm always hearing anything that it's their names, but the guy who scored this was Dan Hall in the 11th minute.
Good start for Mark Jackson's team. And ominous signs again for Western United.
That's Western United. Didn't see that coming again.
Played 5, lost 5 prior to today. And they break that sequence this evening.
Yeah, I don't think the video analysis of the play leading up to the corner and the corner itself.
Aloysius should like adjust the striking.
Impressive. Players will be
it's fallen.
for the corner of the room. A team that needs to be desperate was found wanting.
Foul couldn't maintain the ball, so it's been given away with the Western United.
Throw in to be taken by Riston. Tanya. Riston. excellent idea, and Farrell's outstretched leg gives Western United a corner.
Sorry about my flashlights. I think I can use them. This might be useful. They're much more brighter.
Trent is one of the potential targets.
Western United's got a big chance.
Powerfully way by Caltech, back in by Pena.
Not going to let to have him.
Torres won it. Mariners could be
And
on
Josh
the
Nisbet could be with another goal for the Mariners. They're off now.
Nisbet, the ball carrier.
Oh, with the nutties.
Through beautifully, big chance here.
Oh, that could have been a massive goal for Central Coast Mariners.
From one end of the pitch to the other for the Mariners.
All these passes from the Central Coast Mariners, they were going all the way to the box. Unfortunately, that pass was nowhere near where it should have been for the Mariners. And now Western United have a chance to redeem themselves. Big save from Daniel Volkovic. That could have been a chance for the Western United.
Firstly, Josh Nisbet, what a super
Wow, that was a
how
big
well he
opening
started.
attack.
That's an excellent save by Hewitt Bell, by the way. And then as Western spring upfield, this is a terrific pass from Lockie Wales, but Noah Body's just not sharp enough. When the ball first came through, not sharp enough. The contact he made thereafter to try and make up for
Josh
it was
Nisbet,
good.
the
Not
ball
good enough to beat
carrier
Danny Vukovic, but a sharp
for the
Noah
Mariners,
Botic
and it will be a
nails
goal
that
kick.
First chance, first touch, and gives himself a better chance at goal. Well done, Thomas Hewitt Bell. Going down 2 so early would have been an utter disaster for Western. But what about Joshy Nisbet?
What about that foul by Riston? It's going to attract sanction.
Yellow card.
It's just fortunate it was pretty high up the pitch. Or the colour could have been different.
Ooh, that contact was an issue. He knew that was coming.
Riston's 4th booking of the campaign already. He's
The fuck are you typing, cunt?
brink of a ban, which he will receive if he gets another one. Wales reaching for the ball and deflecting it into the path of Botic. Wales
The
has
fuck
stayed
is this
down.
cunt like talking about?
It's Riku Danzaki in possession.
Oh my god, I had to go back and back all the time.
Richo goes back further for Lustica. Not wasted that good field position, Western United. Lockie Wales. Now back to his feet. Showing too much of it. To Defensio. Collision between Tratt and Jingreek. Well towards.
Oh my god, man. That game was crap
Yeah, good game.
from the last
Opening
time.
15 minutes been very, very sharp. In
Lucky
general,
Wales,
moments,
not really happy with that decision from the referee.
and Western just trying to get out of their sluggishness. Short for the first goal.
Where do I watch, son?
Quite sharp enough.
Where are you watching the game? Oh, I'm live streaming it.
Looking like
I'm
they
watching
might
it
break out of the
for my
slump.
dad's
Western
for my
started really
sister's
well.
laptop.
Got a free kick here.
Yep.
Richmond by Storm Road.
I'll tell him. Is it?
By the way, that goal from Dan Hall.
I'm typing him now.
Goal that Leicester conceded this season already.
Yeah, I'll tell him to go to Westmead Station.
And the 5th in the air. As you can see, that's the worst in the league. Well, that's one area they've got to fix. Defending from set pieces. What about attacking from
I'm
set
watching it
pieces?
for, like I said, I'm watching it for my sister's laptop.
Kenya leaves it.
Alex Bobakovic, what site? I'm watching in Paramount Plus. You just need to sign in and pay for it.
It's a deft little touch.
Go to Paramount Plus on the website.
There's been a time here. A bit of foul by Jingreek, yeah. And Pearce is going to bring them back again.
Daniel Pena will get the free kick from Western United.
Ball movement from Western, and just it's not just the circumstance of the season start for the Mariners. They realise the potential danger in this Western attack.
KDB
Look at those two guys on screen.
should have played in the last game.
Everybody knows Noah Bodic has got plenty of potential.
Alex, if you just give me a heads up if you have the if you went to the Paramount Plus, just let me know.
Making it difficult as they can for Western to break through.
Ball at 4 for Danny Vukovic. Could be Pena or Wales. This time it is Pena. Another corner for Western United.
Check a foul.
Trying to make his presence felt.
All is falling apart. Western United.
It's not bad. It's a decent enough area. Botic got the final touch. That's perhaps a telling statistic, perhaps. 70% of the duels have been by the Mariners, just that little bit more desperate, which of course you have to be down at the bottom. Riston. Wasn't really there for Josh Riston, by number 2 man. Pena.
Can I change this one? No. Not that. Happy with this one. See clearly.
For John Aloisi at the moment.
I'm gonna put this ball away.
It's the Mariners' 4th consecutive home match. After that rather shaky start to the campaign. They needed to get some points on the board from...
They need at least a win here for the Central Coast to get themselves right on the track after that draw against Melbourne Victory.
Dan Hall goal, also their 350th in the competition at Industry Group Stadium. A milestone for Dan Hall.
Oh wow, Finn. That is great.
Pitch going long. Causing havoc.
I'm proud of Finn.
Got through to Torres. Western would have been in all sorts of trouble. On by Garucho, comfortably enough by Caltech. Loose ball was picked up by Nisbet. His players to his left. Julio squares it. Oh! A matter of millimetres wide off Angel Torres. And Josh Nisbet central to it once again.
Again. I mean, it's unfortunate for Western. There's a player slip, but is there anyone better in the comp at the moment? Charging out of midfield with ball at feet, like Josh Nisbet. There's plenty of, not plenty, there are bigger names in the league in that part of the field, but few as effective as him. He's set up 2 or 3 chances already in 20 minutes with that type of move. Brilliant.
Here's Farrell. He's got away
Oh, here they come, the Mariners. Oh, foul. As soon as I just walked in, foul ricocheted right to the Western United player. and forces out of the boundary line. So it'll be a corner for the Mariners.
With that cross. Let's see how Western's defending goes from this corner. They've been found wanting twice already.
4 times already this season. They need to defend this properly. Comes off Torres, back post was counted.
Oh, what a goal!
The 2 central defenders.
Ryan Kotak. What an absolute goal! What another head ball right into the goal. It bounces over to the goalkeeper and finishes it off with a bang.
Western have been undone by the set piece.
And Daniel Pereira said that he wants to check.
Players are asking if the corner went out before it came back in.
That's another goal from the Mariners, continually displaying some performance against this bottom team of the league.
Western players jump. Imai's there, beaten twice now for 2 goals, and Josh Riston can't join in.
Can't do anything about
But in
that.
meaningful effect to save his team. I'm not even sure if Brian Caltech knew much about that one. But he leapt high and let physics
That
do
ball
the rest.
was on the air perfectly.
I think it came off the back of the head, didn't it? But he doesn't care. It's just his 2nd goal in the competition. They both come at this venue this season. Scored
Ryan
against MacArthur.
Kaltic.
And he's repeated the trick.
A goal again for the Central Coast. It is 2-0 in the 24th minute.
To make sure that ball did stay in off Angel Torres. And the officials are happy.
They're happy with it. It will be uphill. So 2-0 going to the Mariners' way.
It's a fair way back already for Western. You've got to defend set pieces better than that.
You know, I was alluded.
It's so elusive that the Mariners.
Whilst I think they've potentially got a great attacking team, I'm yet to be convinced that they can hold water defensively. I think, unfortunately, that doubt has been vindicated. Again, Johnny Aloisi with a big job to do. I wonder if there'll be a change of approach defending.
That's what that's what I said. Like, there's got to be change for the Western United if they want to get their points back.
Defenders to get angry, to roll their sleeves up, and just to chase, to mark tight and chase people, stand on their feet, be a pest.
Here they go, the Western United. Can they find themselves on the board?
Find yourself 3 or 4 down.
Goricho made good ground into the box by Danzaki and
Nowhere.
off the head of Noah Botic, just wide.
Noah Botic.
They've not done bad going forward. Noah Botic does
Nobody is nominating from the striking offensive. I mean, he had that head in really well, but it's gonna be on the right side. Nothing you can do about it, but trying that attempt. I would be surprised that if Central Coast Mariners like scoring with like 5-0 like the Wanderers did in the first half against Western United at Combank. It was a bit froze.
Lost Leo Lacroix's height defending those set pieces.
Yeah, they had his height last year, but they lost him. He just didn't contribute. He was brilliant in the championship year. I think in fairness to Leo. History can't rub that out, but he was poor last year.
Mike, that's just 1 clean sheet in the last 20 A-League matches now for Western United. As for the Mariners, they've yet to keep a clean sheet so far this season as well. If they do so from here on in. 3 points will be banked. There could be it again here.
This could be another one. Oh, straight to the goalkeeper.
Possibly a goal-saving contribution.
Michael Tullio
Just got that half yard. Tullio
had that half yard in the court.
It was well done from Jacob Tratt. He asked the question of Tratt, and he's nearly got him, and he slides.
Can they bring something with their arsenal for the Mariners?
To the ultimate effect.
Fuck me, man.
Let's quickly go down and say good evening to Daniel Garvey, sideline for us.
Good evening, Simon. It's a wonderful night to be on the sideline in the Central Coast, unless you're wearing the colours of Western United. Of course, we know how beautiful a stadium this is. The home side, 2 to the good, and the home fans in fine voice. And more reason to be excited here, potentially.
Go back to Garvey. Here's Angel Torres looking to make it 3. He might stand him up for now. It's there for Jacob Farrell with the cutback. And Western should be able to clear their lines from here. Back to you, Garvey.
It's just a really enjoyable night. I mean, the reports of the storm seem to have subsided. Nice breeze coming through next to the water here, and plenty of fans who were there front and centre for that championship last season, of course, enjoying being in full voice for their team. That seems to have not only stabilised, but found their verve a little bit tonight as well. Early days, of course, but they're enjoying themselves here at Central Coast Stadium.
Thanks, Garvey. Ballard. There's nobody within 10 metres of Angel Torres. He pings it over the top for Tulio, who will return it looking for Jingri. Up and away, right to Moki Yamai. Western showing enough desperation.
Well, there are worrying signs that a disappointing start could come completely unstuck.
Torres. Tulio calling for it back post. A square for Nisbet. Lovely ball by Nisbet. Tulio, it wasn't the best first touch from the Brazilian, and he knows it.
And that's where he's at, Simon. That's the point. You know, we saw enough last year to get so excited. And he just hasn't filled the space, but Nisbet has. Look at this for a pass. It's superb. The touch is not superb from Tulio. He knows it. That's normally a bankable, more direct effort on goal, but maybe this is a more direct route to goal for the Mariners. Yeah. 3 corners, 2 goals. Still in the zone defence.
Fuck, my foot went to steel of the seat. Again, I missed everything, but I didn't see nevertheless such a coast with the corner. Marco Tulio lining up a shot. He went for a short pass.
A variation for the Mariners. Up towards Caltac. Western deal with that one. Here's DeFizio. Slip on takeoff. He'll get a throw off Riston.
Heading into the 30th minute in the first half.
Well, I think that variation from the corner was a little bit gratuitous, actually. I'm not sure. The Western defenders would have been bricking themselves that another one's coming in, and we're not going to handle it. Why take the pressure off?
Mauricio's further relieved that pressure. Thurgate, square for Ibra. It's a good stretch by Farrell. And he's in position for the return, and the Mariners are good to go again. Tulio. Pena tracking back. Ignores Farrell. Tulio. Credit to Angus Thurgate, who got his body in the way. Now Botic slides it out in front of Lockie Wales. Lockie Wales claiming that he was caught. Maybe it was the bench more than the player. Now yet to score a first half goal this season, Western United, the only club in the competition yet to do so. A couple of sights of the Mariners' goal, Botic with the best of them.
Yeah, again, it's sort of everything you feel about Western life. Talking to other people coming into this game has been on clear view here. There's promise going forward. There's a difficulty in handling them going forward. But equally, Simon, in half an hour, it's been a bit of a procession going the other way. The Mariners could have skipped clear. They're looking much better, the Mariners, which is terrific. But still not in championship form, or else this one could have been put to sleep already.
No one's got away from Tulio. Western give the ball straight back. Farrell. Capizio.
I don't know how long I'm gonna take for the live stream, because this is gonna be for my safety.
That's not in his highlights reel. Capable of much better. It's a good chance it would have been for Western. Farrell played himself out of the game.
Can't believe Man City lose, and then fucking two draws in the last 2 games. Lucky Wells. Great defense from Jacob Farrell.
Keep his fellow Coastie at bay.
Borussia Dortmund. Dang.
Away by Caltac. Thirgate ferries it wide for Wales. Riston stepping inside Torres. There's a little bit of contact from the Colombian. Another free kick for Western United. Maybe this side will suit Daniel Pena more.
That's a lazy bit of work from Angel Torres, because there were 2 Central Coast players looming to defend directly Daniel Pena. See if they can conjure something this time.
Western United have something to relieve on. Danny Vukovic knows where the ball is going to direct that. Lucky Wells might go for a short pass. Daniel Borussia. Too high, and the ball just bounces off on the top of the net. Not the shot that you wanted.
A bad try, certainly to try and catch Danny Vukovic off guard. I thought Danny was a little bit short in pacing up to the Volupolo goal last week.
I'm going to change on my battery.
Maybe the scouting report tipped the scales in favour of that direct shot on goal from Daniel Pena. Vukovic had it covered quite comfortably in the end anyway.
He's just been given the hurry along by Adam Kersey. For the Mariners tonight will take them headlock points with Melbourne City in 7th. Actually move them above the club from Victoria on goal difference if it was to remain a 2-goal margin. Way to go still in Gosford. Imai. Riston. Angle it in behind Caltac. He defended it well. First of 2 games on this Friday night, of course. Perth Glory and Melbourne City to follow after this game over in WA. See that live on Paramount Plus as well. Perth will be glad to get back home after their recent travails on the road. This is Jacob Trapp. So we move into the last 5 minutes of the first half. Just gave Josh Riston a bit too much to do. At the moment, pretty comfortable, slowing the game down to walking pace. Ballard's not quick enough. Tilio was collected by Imai, and Kersey will bring them back.
There's too much space, I would say, as
fixing the
Western's problems at the moment.
The battery.
Too great a distance between their back 4 and the front press. The Mariners picking their way through midfield very, very effectively. Compressing things a bit better now. The general trend has been too much space. The Central Coast in which to play play, and they've played in it, enjoyed it.
Lisbon losing out to Thurgate and committing the foul, and Weston getting a little bit frustrated. Angus Thurgate, I'm sure, just asking Adam Kersey if he's keeping count. Danzaki. Thurgate. Veteran of many an F3 derby. He's found that bit of space nicely for Riku Danzaki. Dan Hall made the block. Further away by Rue. Back will come Weston. It's a clever lead that by Lockie Wales. I'm reading that one correctly, but it was deliberate. Here's Ben Garuccio. Knocked it up in the air. It's still not fully away for the Mariners. Now they've got a bit more time. Farrell. I think that XG might have been a bit higher for the Mariners.
Yeah.
Just changed the battery. Much more better, much more quality. Now you can see properly.
He's also a little bit disappointed with their final third decision making or touch, but the way the game has gone, they've looked very likely.
To be fair, it's not that usual. You get 2 goals direct from corners either in a game.
Well, we're heading in 43rd minute till halftime, and Central Coast Mariners up at 2-0 against the Western United. This is huge for the Mariners. Oh, what a pass! Here they come, the Mariners. This is their moment. 3-0. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Marco Tulio. Sensational goal from Marco. The Brazilian striker with a banger goal. The ball curves it in right to the goalie corner, and it puts it right in. Right after the halftime. And it's 3-0. Can you believe it? That's what I called for. Central Coast going up with 3-0. I just barely called that in the first half, the first time when I live streamed this moments ago. It all started from that pass.
He's going to be onside by a mile.
He was barely onside. I'll give him that.
Jumping like a startled stallion. Flicking the ball over.
Oh, what a goal.
Finishes at the magical feet of
that magical that kick was a magic.
To Reek, to Torres, to Tulio, to Beautiful. And 3-0. About where the difference between the teams is at.
That goal was a beauty. Almost just like the exact time like Lachlan Brook, but it was curved different. Same thing like in the Western United game and the Wanderers. Lachlan Brook and Marco Tulio sharing their same exact goal against Western United. The Brazilian striker Tulio gets his first goal in the season in this game. Dang, that sucks, man. As a Western United fan, this just sucks to watch. And then it's a 2 minutes additional time. And Mariners will finish this first half with 3-0 up. They continuously display the performance. Let's see if they outclass the team.
Last year would have had them arguably clear by more than 3. But beggars won't be choosers at this point.
Sorry, go on,
I was going to say much more heartening for the Mariners fans to see their team moving around like this.
Western United dressing room, this will be an interesting place to be at half-time. It's not quite as devastating perhaps as the first half they had against Western Sydney Wanderers back in round 2 where they copped 5. But again, they've been just too easy to score against.
Like, the Western Uniteds are like really easy to like fight against. And yeah, just like what whoever that is commentating, the Western United are like really easy to like verse against, because we every teams can like score easily, and then here we come the Mariners. Can they add up another goal? 2 minutes additional time before halftime. Saved by the Western United.
2 minutes of stoppage time almost up.
This will be the final play. Crosses the ball.
Cross into the near post.
And I think that should do it.
Right to Mokiabai, and they'll all be glad to hear the halftime whistle when it comes.
Halftime. What a performance to end the first half from the Mariners. And they are moments away, halfway there for their 3 points in the board. 2 wins will be added into the list for the Mariners. Western United, this needs to big respond, but this will be impossible task for John Aloisi's side to overcome with. So it is halftime. Central Coast Mariners 3, Western United 0. And Marco Tullio with to finish it off with a magic kick. That almost blew off the mark.
We'll be back to break it all down with the Hungry Jacks halftime show right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Halftime, lads. I guess I'll do something interesting.
In 3, 2, 1.
How you doing? How do I look? So fat.
You a danger girl. Somebody messes with me, I'm gonna mess with him. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue, and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. At Harvey Norman, make the everyday easier with HP laptops featuring Windows 11. Save $700 on the flexible 2-in-1 HP Envy X360 laptop with Intel Evo. Save $600 on the HP Pavilion Plus, offering vibrant visuals and Intel Core i5 speed. Or step up to Intel Core i7 and save $700. Ideal for professionals, the superior performance and design of the HP Spectre X360. Hot offer. Upgrade at Harvey Norman now.
You've probably heard the saying, if you can count your real mates on one hand, you're doing pretty well. But with the 7-seat Isuzu MUX, you got room for a couple more. From kicking around the city to kicking back around the campfire, nothing gets you and your crew there in style and comfort quite like the Isuzu MUX. Live your own way in the Isuzu MUX.
Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue, and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
What was once the far side of the world is now the most contested patch of water on the planet. Our two nations. Special Agent Michelle Mackey, NCIS.
Sergeant Jim Dempsey, Australian Federal Police.
Stand shoulder to shoulder.
This is my home and this is my investigation.
To ensure this vast swathe of ocean remains peaceful for generations to come.
Cruising in the port, get it done.
They trapped him down there with the world's most venomous snake.
To who's watching, I believe. If you do have any questions, just comment down below if you have some questions.
NCIS Sydney. Come on, partner. Here's on me.
How about this? Wow. Special. What a way to snap a 7-game goalless drought. Oh yeah, does it in style and boom. sealed with the kiss, and I tell you what, the way Macca was carrying on in here, he wants to plant one on that man's cheek as well. He was loving it. The one saying prayers is John Aloisi too, because he's got to find a way out of this somehow. Welcome to the Hungry Jacks halftime show. Scott McKinnon with Grace Gill and Daniel McBreen. Macca, first up, because you were going ballistic. Loving that goal. Talk us through it. That was something special, wasn't it? And he was due.
Yeah, look, I think that's a goal of the year contender. We talk about 4 in a row his last year. Just the composure, you know, we say he's got this ability, and we knew he just said, I think we said he needs to score, and we'll see him go, well, what a way to open your account. Just assess the situation, said, I'll just put that in. And how great is it when he hits a crossbar, hits a post and goes in?
Oh, yeah.
You can't help but do that.
No, you were loving it. He's been in a good mood, and it just got even better in here. On the flip side of that, you've got to say for John Aloisi's boys, I mean, oh my God, this is nightmare material. 3-0, could have been 5-0, really. I mean, scratching his head, he needs to do something because it's getting ugly.
It is. Something's got to change.
Why am I watching this? Probably doesn't suit you, I guess.
3 goals conceded.
I don't know, man. That's why you got that emoji laugh starting on it.
Desperate need for a clean sheet. He's got that. And some really good finishers. Aloisi, on the other hand, is in dire straits.
Yeah, he's talking about trying to get goals, and they are not appearing. The goals, though, as we look at the Harvey Norman highlights, are coming all from the home side, who have won every game they have played against Western United at this ground. Now, it started off the head again, Grace, someone that you called out in the pre-game. Geez, you got the Midas touch tonight. Dan Hall, he rose up, he delivered. It was a pretty special one.
It was good. I was giving him raps on his defensive efforts for the 2 games that he's played prior to this, but a really good set piece, clinical finish, and he got the Central Coast off to a flying start that they needed. Yeah, look, I think John Aloisi would be extremely disappointed with the defending on these set pieces, but I think that's a Puskás. This header here is up for Puskás nomination. I've never seen anyone jump up, spin around and hit the ball with the back of their head with such precision as Brian Calvin has there. He'll look back, look at it, he knows. He didn't know much about it. He didn't know much about it.
He put himself where he needed to be, but this was, again, we said that they feel like that they're starting to find their groove. Western United are giving them lots of opportunities to find their groove, but Jing Reek with the flick on, Angel Torres holding the ball up and playing it wide, and look at the finish. Look, he knew what he wanted to do from the moment the ball came to him. The way he puts his foot on top of the ball, he just assesses the situation, and that is pinpoint. That is postage stamp for all you young guys out there and girls out there that don't know what a letter is and a postage stamp. Go and Google it, because he hit it right on the nail there.
Oh, man, that's what I was talking about, and that's why he wants to just plant one on it, because he's that pumped up about that goal. Let's talk about the set piece, because we saw those 2. Yes, Caltac threw in a helicopter just for the extra points. You obviously don't get them, but what's going on with Western United in this defensive pattern there? And they had a third, but for some reason the Mariners kind of let them off the hook by doing a little set play off that. But, geez, they'd be worried in their defensive setup there.
They would, and they've got to get a block on Caltech. They've got to get a block on the big guys like Dan Hall back there. At the moment,
they should do something to Western United.
But they need to do something to amend those set pieces.
You should learn, bro. Feel like you make a good engineer. Are you talking about like mechanic and stuff?
I got a feeling we're going to see some Central Coast Mariners.
Because literally,
right across the
all
board.
of this is
Torres, Caltac, Hall,
just trying to make me confused with it.
17-year-old also on the board. He's looked pretty good, hasn't he, Macca, from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, he has. And look, he was unlucky not to get himself a goal as well with a good opportunity. Look, they're running the show. We spoke off air that these are the nights that you just feel like you're out there with your mates and it's all flowing well. Well, the Mariners seem to be in that mood tonight, and everything is going according to plan.
You know who's not on the board, who probably should be on the board, is Josh
Marco Tullio being higher index.
His way up. He's got the fast
no software engineering.
Legs,
okay. I don't learn about like these engineers, but I did hear about the software engineer. I hear people working in that. They're actually pretty good with it. But I'm not like I'm not an engineer or all kinds of stuff.
Because he's integral in the middle of the field.
Yeah, look, he's not underrated at the Mariners. He won every award he could win last year at the Mariners. From the Mariners medal to the players to everything. Every award there was, he won it. But I think the other teams really must be now noticing that this guy is the heartbeat of this team. His work rate off the ball to win the ball, but like Grace said, doesn't overdo it, gets it, gives it to someone else, then he's off again somewhere else to support. Looks to play little.
I feel like software engineers, like
drives when he needs to.
They're not actually that bad like doing it.
A pivotal player.
It's just like it takes a lot to learn what it all means.
a bloke who needs to lead
for you,
from
I
the
believe.
front, and we saw it. I mean, we spoke about his aggro, and I guess you can see this is part of the frustration because Jacob Farrell, the young buck against the old
But people
bull, he's
do
on a
this just
yellow
because
card.
they like.
I mean, the
It's about
frustration,
knowledge.
Macca, when you're in this position,
That's all I heard from.
You're trying your guts out, but you're not getting a result. It's bubbles to the surface, sure.
Yeah, and look, the frustration will come from, we heard Harp saying in the commentary that the back line is too far stretched from the front press, and that just brings more and more pressure. And as a seasoned pro as he is, he'll be seeing that from the back and saying, this isn't right, this isn't good enough. And when someone's about to a young guy, 10 years, your junior, is about to outstrip you and get another way,
you whack him.
You take your frustrations out,
Yeah.
and that happens. But there'll be some harsh words talked in that half dressing room for Western United.
Well, these fans are loving it. We spoke about grooving in Gosford. They're doing exactly that. That was the Hungry Jacks halftime show. We'll be back with the second half right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Mac is finished off. Hungry Jacks, maybe. It's not hard to pick up. Build a model for football predictions. I did one for football predictions. I did one for the predictions though. If you haven't checked the A-Leagues and other different types of predictions, like different sports that I made, you can check them out definitely. You think Western United will score? I'm not 100% sure. Like, they had multiple chances, but then again, Central Coast Mariners, like they've been far too strong when they're attacking. So I don't know what's going on with Western United. There is no chance that they will ever score in this next half. So my answer is no. They're not to get their chance. What they wanted for the Western United.
Hot price, just $12.99. This Fujitsu reverse cycle inverter split system, perfect for open plan living areas, only $21.99. Ask our experts in store about installation and beat the heat. More great deals on air conditioning now at Harvey Norman.
Oh my God! Do you know who you are? You're first grade.
Welcome back to Boston. I need your star power to finally beat my sister. She just made provost at Yale. Yale, Fraser, Yale!
Don't you yell at me! Alan is lazy. He doesn't even finish anything he starts.
Frazier is... Frazier, only on Paramount Plus.
Bowls. I had Mariners to win and both teams to score. So your prediction is that you want Mariners to win, but both teams to score like in each half. That's some interesting predictions you got there, mate. But I had the same prediction as well. I was waiting for Mariners to win this 3-0, and right now they're up to 3-0 in the halftime. Just like I said at the very start of when I started live streaming in this one. So I definitely saw that coming. And both teams to score. That's quite interesting that you got to say. I do respect that though.
Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue, and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe.
Shut up, mate.
Burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
What's your final score prediction? Look, all I've said this before. I'm gonna go with 3-0 Mariners way. There's no chance in hell Western United is gonna win this game whatsoever, because there's no point on John Alois' side can do something with the Mariners' outclass performance. So my final score prediction will be 3-0. But who knows? Mariners can make another goal in the second half.
Fridays on Paramount Plus. This man, he scored in the first half off his head. Dan Hall.
So second half should be going right underway.
So far, and look, it is 3-0. Caltac scored 2 with a 360 header. But what will we see in the second half? Can Western United fight their way back into it? Of course, Marco Tullio with a magnificent
I reckon that'll be possible.
at the back end of the first Let's get to our
I say
commentators now, Andy
4-1.
Harper and Simon.
Oh, interesting. Okay, 4-1.
Yeah, thanks very much indeed, Scott.
That's a good prediction that you can call up with. Second half has goals in it for sure. We'll see about that. The ladder as it stands, Central Coast Mariners 7 points behind with Melbourne City 8, sitting in 8th, Sydney FC on the 9th, Newcastle 10th, 11th, Perth Glory and Western United sitting on bottom with 3 points on the ladder right now. But yeah, second half, I think there should second half should be more entertaining in the first half. We'll definitely see what will happen in the second half when it comes.
Would have been pretty hot. He's never lost 6 games in a row in his coaching career, John Aloisi. He lost 5 in a row on a couple of occasions during his early days with Melbourne Heart, but never 6. But they're really staring down the barrel.
Second half underway. Let's
see
see if Western United can respond with this.
Yeah, the axe wielded it at half time, but
they start up with the ball.
Intact. Maybe that's a personnel issue.
I reckon from the locker room of the Western United, I think John Aloisi have adjusted the attacking defense from the locker room, because from that first half was really disappointing. They allowed the Yellow Army to score 3 goals in the first half, just almost the exact time like West Sydney Wanderers at that time. And it'll be offside for the green and black. What's my prediction for Perth Glory versus Melbourne City? Look, neither of these two sides, Perth Glory, I would say they're off the mark in some couple of games. They were desperately getting a win in their last game, I believe. I can't remember exact. But for Melbourne City, they were really confident against Newcastle Jets. But either way, Jamie McLaren can be the game changer for Melbourne City. So I think Melbourne City can go over for Perth Glory. Maybe 3-1, I guess. If that's what I'm calling, that's maybe Jamie McLaren with a 2-goal in the first half. So that prediction will be go for Perth Glory in the Melbourne City game. Melbourne City going their way, 3-1, by the way. Because I do like Jamie McLaren's how he plays, and I'm a really big fan of him though as a Wanderers supporter.
As for the Mariners, well, close to the perfect first 45 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna put 5,000 on that. $5,000 on that. No way you're doing that, mate. Good luck with that prediction. Hopefully you win that if you get the right prediction. So I'm praising up with you.
In the AFC Cup on Tuesday. Follow that up with trips to Melbourne to play Melbourne City.
Oh, by the way, what's your prediction though? I forgot to respond there. What's your prediction for the Perth Glory and Melbourne City?
I suppose in the second half with that 3-goal cushion halves.
47th minute.
His squad management perhaps with
the Hayden from Angus Thurgate.
Be mindful, of course, that you don't let
the Mariners return with the ball.
Exactly, Simon. You're right to just put that little rider on things. He'll be in a much happier place at the moment. Team's looking good.
Let's go down to Daniel Gard, who is sidelined for us, and find out.
Is that Noah Botic?
About what happened at half-time.
Yeah, just watching Noah Botic.
Noah Botic is down.
His foot following that challenge, but
yeah, that's the worst part. I hate your foot, like in the booty boots, right? They have these steel for the grounding momentum, and then son of all you get stepped onto. That's the worst part. Melbourne, I see both teams scoring also for Melbourne City and Perth Glory. Alright, I respect that, but I think for me Melbourne City can walk away with the win. Western United can't like find a simple goal. They're just easy to like score against. It's 5 losing streaks in a row. And they got Western United's got like numbers in the box. Angus-Thurgate. Ooh, first touch just right into the box.
Got a foot in. Mariners still not quite able to clear. Pasquale. Garuccio. Danzaki. Garuccio on the overlap, and they chose the wrong route there, Western. Garuccio trying to get back goal side of Angel Torres.
Tim Cahill or Harry Crewell? I never heard of these two sides, but I'm gonna have to go this randomized Tim Cahill for this one. This was a random choose because I don't know these two guys before, but I did heard that I think they're like an Australian soccer rules player, I believe. I don't remember. I'm literally just guessing it from it, but I chose Tim Cahill from your question.
First half, you recall. Good save from Thomas Hewitt-Bell.
That's definitely not. That's definitely not my siren. Coming from the back. It's definitely coming to the stadium throughout my computer.
Changes made as yet by Mark Jackson.
Bro, they're the two goats. They're the two Aussie goats. Oh, okay. I should have known. 2 goats. Alright. At least you got the head up though. At least I know. I might need to do research though.
Maybe that's been implied. That, you know, let's start looking beyond this one. But it's a fatal error potentially. I mean, you wouldn't want to give Western United a stick.
Didn't they stop playing?
Tullio. Torres back for Tullio.
Oh, here come the Mariners. Marco Tullio inside the box. Josh Nisbet. Oh, that save.
With the outstretched left leg still there.
And they got the ball back, Mariners. And the rebound from the goalkeeper of Western United saves the game.
Difficult shot on that angle. Forced a good save from Hewitt-Bell, but guess who again? Look
Josh Nisbet came out of nowhere to give that assist pass, but that ball was straight to the ground, giving an easy save from the goalkeeper, Tom or something. I don't know who's this goalkeeper name from Western United. I'm making this shit up. Win or go home. The boys of Lakers will win this in-season tournament.
Danzaki.
This live stream was been 84th minute.
That's been the problem for them this season.
I don't believe that, because I think it was straight to 1 hour if I'm finished with this live stream.
6 games they've played. This is Pasquale, Nazarene. Torres just threw the arms up. And
Mariners returned the ball.
There was some contact on Nazarene. No foul awarded. Ballard for the Central Coast. I guess in some ways when you're 3-0 up halves, whether you intend to or not, it's almost a natural reaction, isn't it, to sit back a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're still counter-attacking with a bit of purpose, a lot of purpose.
Here come the Mariners.
And he's got away from Jacob Trapp, the Pizio, and it's
that ball right straight to the post. That almost went in, but it bounced right to the post.
Western were that close to having the door shut in their faces once and for all. This is Farrell.
Jacob Farrell.
With It's a corner.
Nowhere.
Well, what a great chance to
But that'll be a
finish
corner.
this one off. And you know, that maybe, Simon, is where the 3-0 sort of slumber kicks in. DiPizio does really well here, but they just can't nail it. Can't nail the finish.
That ball
It was, the
was
crossbar
curved
at the end,
in right
sounds
to
like a
the
harsh assessment.
top
It was a
crossbar,
that
but
denied them
it
in the end, but
ricocheted,
really it
bounced
should be
back
four.
right into the
You
field.
make that sort of passage that deep into the penalty area, and the team should have found a way to finish that off.
2 chances now for DiPizio in the space of a couple of minutes. Here's the corner.
Goes to Nisbet.
Drops for Nisbet.
And now there's some sort of pressure.
Set through Max Ballard.
Turns right. Rebound from the Western United.
Saki into the path of Nazarene. Thurgate. Nazarene.
Great defense from the Mariners.
Sharp biting in the challenge.
This would be huge if Mariners get the first goal in the second half.
Onto the A-League scene a few years ago, and a lot of potential still as yet unrealized.
I definitely think that the Western United could come up with something that it would be a screamer. But I reckon that won't be possible for them. They have some part of confidence, but until then, nothing is changing. 2 substitutions for Mariners will be off and 2 will be in. Miguel DiPizio will be substituting with Christian, and Jim Griggs will be substitution with Aleague, I believe. 2 Central Coast Mariners will be substitute.
2 handy subs to have in reserve for Mark Jackson.
Yeah, the 2 players making way. Again, just showing what a great window forward there is for the league. Very exciting. Great to watch these youngsters come through. Do more than just hold their own, and there's a pipeline of them. Now the question is how well and how fast can Aleague settle into leading the Mariners line, which is why he was brought back here. Really, the names Tullio and Aleague in partnership, based on potential, would send a lot of nervous energy through a lot of defensive units around the league. Fabulously exciting potential, that partnership.
Be watching.
Tullio has his first goal of the season. Aleague is joint top scorer, along with Brian Keltek now with 2 apiece.
Mariners return the ball, gives up to Danny Vukovic. Lands up a great head in. United get the ball back.
Squally. By Nazarene from Thurgate. Whiston wanted an option wide right. There wasn't one. Now he has one in the shape of Nazarene. By Imai, touched by Pasquale. Thurgate. Driven back by Ballard. Trap on for Garuccio. So fortunate deflection which favoured Danzaki. Nazarene.
They calm the United. Can they find something with a point in this second half?
Hangs it up the back post and it just drops onto the roof of the goal.
Noah Botic.
Had an awful lot of service, Noah Botic. A couple of chances in the earlier part of the
So
game.
11 crosses to 9, leading Central Coast way.
Was well saved.
And here's the travelling fans from the Western United.
2 glum faces.
I haven't seen some expression phase. They're just sitting there having a great time watching their own team getting dismantled 3-0. It's such a shame. I guess they don't care about the game. They just want to watch those cunts play.
Western United's next 3 games, by the way. They're at home to Brisbane, that game at Amy Park.
Oh, that would be a hard task for Western United. They're up against Brisbane Roar next week, and this time they're home. Oh no, not home. They're away. Brisbane Roar is at home against Western United next week, and then they're home again against it, and they're back home after that. Before the game, Brisbane Roar, we're facing up against Sydney FC. So this should some like positive signs for the green and black.
Still.
Hopefully not too far away, that training venue that they're constructing. They've played at 7 home grounds.
Danny Vukovic gets involved. The Mariners goalkeeper doing his job properly.
Not sure that's 100% to blame for the way they played in the first half.
No, well, the same backdrop. It would be wrong not to remind people that they did win the competition.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, everything needs a compass.
Some Western United fans were shown in the camera, and then some faces that they wouldn't have been seen in the camera. Give him the bird.
To really trouble Danny Vukovic. The best 2 chances have fallen the way of Miguel Pizio is now departed, of course. The other end for the Mariners. They're quite comfortable at the moment.
That pass was garbage.
This is Jacob Farrell. It's just in a little bit of a lull at the moment, Hobbs.
Yeah, we're talking of players needing to get back. Jacob Farrell, maybe a bit of a canary in the coal mine from the Mariners discussion this season, because he's a fantastic player, come up through the Central Coast, was central. Let's not forget his contributions off the bench, tellingly.
Good on you, Wanderers girls. 3-0 defeating Central Coast.
I buy into that as well. Sluggish start to the season, perhaps.
Since when Erling Haaland did that face?
His form didn't cause the team's lack of wins.
That's quite agitating, though.
Hence why I've drawn the parallel with the canary in the coal mine analogy. But he's looking better as the season's going on.
Angus
he needs to
Thurgate.
get back where he was, because he's got a huge future, I think.
Here comes the Western United.
Voltage losing out. Pasquale try and set things up again. Briston, Imai, back by Thurgate, forward by Tratz, Garuccio. All got a foot in, but still there for Western.
Angus Thurgate.
Danzaki, Nazarene. And they find that incisive pass.
Let's see if United can find some hope.
So back in numbers and well set. Imai. Winston. Flip into Rukavica, who's a bit strong on that return for Nazarene.
A free kick will go to the Mariners.
I should say.
I'm gonna put this sink away, I'll be back.
Hasn't he been linked with Yokohama F Mariners? What's he doing?
Fucking medicine everywhere.
That's the mail. Muscat's having left the club, that's he left the championship, of course. Not the season just gone, but the season before.
We should, on the back of that song, I think, congratulate Kevin for his huge success in that extraordinarily difficult league. We look with interest to see where he pops up next.
Pasquale. Nazarene. Foul by Theoharis. Double figures in terms of fouls. Just the one yellow card issue tonight to Josh Risdon. That's a better ball.
That's a better ball for Western. Happily defensive save from the Mariners. They deny once again.
That long frame. Foul by Kwon.
I'm happy with his new signing. I think it's Valentino Yule.
Second half stats.
A new signing for the Wanderers. I'm happy to see. I'm very keen to see what he can do in the red and black. I'm happy with that signing.
No, yet to make a save. I think Danny. They've controlled the ball better, much better. They haven't had to turn and chase the Mariners with sloppy touches or passes. That's helped stem the tide a little bit.
Brace yourself. Tomorrow is not going to be good. 41 degrees.
Gone out of their way to really put Western under pressure. All this is combined to Western United enjoying more possession in the better part of the field, but really yet to breach the Mariners' back line.
And the change being ready by Western United. Michael Roos is going to be the next cab off the rank. Former Mariners player himself, of course. See if they can find a goal from somewhere and just give them a little bit of a glimmer in this game. That's the ball they push. All gaps they will leave for the likes of Tulio here to exploit. Into the path of Torres, who just really passes it back to Hewitt Bell. He was looking for Theoharis at that far post. Substitute not quite in position. Mariners, for their part, will want their first clean sheet of the campaign. Mark Jackson demanded it pre-match. They're almost 2/3 of the way to securing that. If they do win tonight, which looks likely, it will be just one loss in the last 6 in League and AFC Cup, starting to build a bit of momentum. Torres shifting inside, fancies a goal himself tonight. Angel Torres. Ballard.
Fucking Google Maps.
Nisbet. Caltech for Farrell. Theoharis on the left.
You're not really seeing anyone in white shirts busting a gut to make a tackle, win the ball. They're just pretty happy to jockey people away into space. And I just don't know if that's going to be good enough to break the pattern of this game. And look at the time to turn. Really, someone needs to stick a couple of fireworks up a couple of derrieres out there. Very, very happy for the Mariners to have the ball. I don't know if they've got that luxury. Look at this.
You get that from Michael Roos, who's going to be with us next break in play. He will chase and harry.
So far, they're heading into the 68th minute. And this time, here come the Western United. And Sturkey can line up the shot. Oh! I thought that ball was going to go in from Angus Sturgate, but it turned out it was nowhere.
Here's that change.
And here, substitution from Western United.
Not really been able to impact the game tonight. Here's that chance some moments ago. Goodness me, that was close.
That was a close. That was very close. Donzaki will be substituted with Michael Roos from Western United.
Quite enjoying watching the football match, actually. Quite enjoying not having to defend his goal, and Thurgate went very close, and Danny was straight out and into his teammates. That was just sloppiness.
Oh. Oh, he's
flying through the air.
oh, his face is dazzled. That heavy collision.
Attention here. Maybe a chance for the Mariners just to regroup a little bit. Not that they've been.
Oh. Oh my god, he was in mid-air, so his body was changing and then his body went through right inside of his eye. Oh god, that was crucial landing. That is a very hard landing to see. And two sides will be regrouping just to give some time. If that collision was serious, then we might have to take that time out with it. Oof. That was a very hard landing. That was very hard. It was like almost right into his eye. Good thing it wasn't like right on top of his head. He would be in that serious condition.
Medical team of Western United.
Ah, the internet's bugging up a bit. Just ruining the moment.
He doesn't know who he is. So go back and tell him he's Pele.
Good thing he's alright. Massive applause for him. He's good, Jacob Trapp. But he'll be in the bench just for the time being, just to get his safety. Goodness me, lucky was okay.
It's really been the key to this match. It's always going to be a long way back for Western on the back of that. They still might do it, of course, but it doesn't really look likely.
Just like that, the score is still standing 3-0. No side has got a goal, but it is Central Coast Mariners leading 3-0 once again.
Western United to have two goats on the field at once.
You hated those nicknames, Harris.
I didn't say I like it, I just transmitted it.
Michael Roos. Trapped. Chested down by Roos. Thurgates. Forward for Risdon, but ends the throw off Thea Harris. Such a good impact player for the Mariners off the bench last season. I'm sure he'd love to be starting.
With Finn, who had the like.
Talking of promising youngsters, as we were in the first half. Oh, seems another one. He exploded onto the scene with Melbourne victory. Sebastian Pasquale the same.
Good job, Finny. Proud of you, son.
Careers being relaunched in the Isuzu U.
Proud of you, Finn.
Pasquale got himself to Ajax on the back, if you recall, of a stunning performance as a youngster against Juventus in a friendly match. I'm sure there are other factors contributing, but that certainly wouldn't hurt.
It's well won back by Risdon. Steered away by Hall. Bouncing ball favours Torres. Unfortunately beats Qual. slow on the march on Jacob Farrell, but it's great cover provided by Caltech. He's so good at doing that, isn't he? Great anticipation by the big central defender. Oh, Nazarene just fell over his own feet. Tulio.
Well, the Mariners fans, Simon, will be very happy that they're getting close to being able to bank the 3 points, but
I'm pretty sure they're happy with this 3 point. The Mariners,
imagine that they're actually
a much pleasing performance of so far.
and they're certainly not wanting to allow
Certainly
Western
underestimating Western United
And bizarrely, the XG
for this tonight's game.
accelerated quite a bit in the second half. Go figure.
That's not my forte. Yeah, you're just wondering who from the Mariners now is going to be prepared to drive this on. Harrison Steele's going to get his chance.
Substitute will be made. Steele from the Mariners will be in
Replaced.
and will be replacing.
Tonight, corner in the 24th minute. I think he's too happy to be going off.
He doesn't. He's not happy that.
Choice words in Spanish under his breath.
He's not happy that he's going to get substituted, but at least he gave everything. Harry Steele and changed with Angel Torres from Central Coast.
And it can take players a while to settle in.
Do I have a good stream link? For me, I just made this.
I think you made some ground in that discussion tonight.
I made this stream though.
He feels himself he was starting to get a little bit of momentum to his game. I'm disappointed.
Hey, wait, are you talking about the good stream link, or like in general? Because I don't know what good stream you're talking about.
Western United, and yet that shot from Angus Thurgate at the side, it's difficult to remember really a clear-cut opportunity.
To watch the game. Oh yeah. So the ones that I'm watching right now, it's on Paramount Plus. I'm watching it on my sister's my sister's laptop. So I have access to Paramount Plus, and then find the A-League sport episodes, and then that's how I got in.
I do think the low centre of gravity helps. A lot's made, of course, of his height, but it just gives him that advantage on occasion in tight spaces. He is on the ball. Now Theo Harris. Tulio opens himself up to play in Storm Brew.
Here come the Mariners. I'll be surprised if they get 4-0 for this one.
To get to the byline and
Oh!
heads over the top. That was a really well worked move.
That's a great pass from the cross. It was great, but Qual with almost to put this on the ball for 4-0. That pass was accurate.
Didn't read that, I don't know quite how, but it was a yard behind, and Stormroot drops a dangerous one in.
That would be a dangerous zone for the Western United.
Well, this isn't to get on the end of it. A difficult chance.
You do sense that that goal threat is back for the Mariners. You mentioned in the first half was the loss of Jason Cummings and Benny and Kalala. You can add Sammy Silvera to that as well.
Big miss from me, indeed, Simon.
38 goals between them in all competitions last season.
That'll be sad. No, that's not sad, but Jason Cummings and Sammy Silvera will be happy to watch that.
Tulio's drifting out onto the right now. Playing as a centre forward. Just imagine the electricity that's going to go through this team when Aleague finds his feet, hits his straps. There's a lot still for the Mariners to play for. Finding some rhythm. Been a bit flatter in this second half. Really driven home the advantage that they've earned for themselves.
It's coming back from an offside position. Change.
Angus Thurgate will be substitute for Western United.
Closest of anyone visitors tonight.
replacing Matt
Gives way.
Grimaldi.
Of Matt Grimaldi, who's on for his 4th appearance of the season, all off the bench.
Shots on goal, 16-11, Mariners way. The shots on target, Mariners have been like dominating in the West against Western United. Oh, that would have been an own goal. Lucky. That was a hard choice from Trey, but luckily it wasn't an own goal. But this will be a corner for the Mariners. Regardless with this performance from the green and black, not too shabby with that. They're not in the right track of what they usually been so far. Like comparing to last season to this now, it's so crucial.
Mariners did great damage from these sorts of situations in the first. Tulio getting a bit of stick, I think, from the Western fans, which given the scoreline he's quite enjoying. Garuccio deals with that one. Tulio again. More elevation this time. Kaltak keeps it alive. And that ball from Hewitt Bell to steer it behind.
Good goalkeeping from Tom Hewitt Bell. Speaking of athleticism, he asks a little bit of Brian Kaltak there, doesn't he?
Have I tried fried kangaroo? Not necessarily, but it's definitely like a different meat that I eat, but I haven't tried fried kangaroo. It's kind of like it's like a steak if I'm correct. But I never tried fried kangaroo, but I do like to try it though. I've heard it's good.
Still not completely away.
Jacob Farrell. Oh! Jacob Farrell with a goal. Or is that Alucol?
He claims it.
Oh, I thought it was Jacob Farrell.
On top of the cake.
But it's Quill.
Central Coast Mariners.
And just like that, it's 4-0. Mariners have completely dismantled what they just can't deny.
Harvey Norman replay tells its own story. 4-0, 3 goals from corners.
Wow.
Jacob Farrell on the rebound, disappointed he didn't get his name on the sheet.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Jacob Farrell's goal, but it went past through the to the line, but it was Quill's goal.
Jacob Farrell, question as to whether Kaltak was
But
in an offside position.
that's Quill's goal. Told you 4-1 can still happen. Yeah, surely. You're alright, you're alright.
To tow the ball home.
You are correct, it is 4-0. But maybe 5-0 for this one. There's a lot of time, and it's 82th minute. There's a lot of time. They can just keep scoring goals, Mariners. And it's 4-0. It's crazy in Gosford.
Late change from the Central Coast. Storm Brewers played his part. Michael Docker is going to get the last few minutes. What is going to be a thumping victory for Mark Jackson's team. To the drawing board on set pieces this week, you fancy, for Western United?
Yep, it's going to be 42.
I'll be wishing they played the game on an oval.
Okay, I'm going to put $8,000 on 5-0 since you're sure. Yeah, I'll be happy. I'm happy if you put that win in, and if it's 5-0, good for you. That dollar is all yours. Let's see if your wish comes true. Let's see if your wish comes true. 5-0. Let's see. There's a lot of time. 83 minutes. I thought in the second Jacob Farrell scored that, but it hit under the crossbar and then bounced back to Krul, which it gave him an easy shot to give Mariners 4-0 in the second half. But I guess that counts as a Mariners goal, and you can't deny with that.
You don't care about how they arrive.
No, not at all. In fact, you get your share of those. It builds you into the rest of your game. Not that he's been poor at all, but there's a lot of expectation around his return, and I just can only repeat just how exciting the prospects are for the Mariners fans. This team becomes the sum of its parts. 4-0's not going to hurt.
I'll win $48,000 if it's 5-0. Yeah, you will. Yeah, time to change that shit up, but try not to like put too much because you might lose it. And you just said if you lose, you'll be homeless for sure. So I quite be assured that if you stay on 8,000, but that's for you though. But that's my suggestion. But I'll be more happy if it's 5-0. I'll be surprised with that.
About John Aloise's future on the back of 6 straight losses. Beloved figure though, he might be across the country.
Mate, that sounds crazy though if you put that shit on and if it's 5-0.
Season before last. But the longer this run goes on, the more the pressure will build.
Yeah, theoretically, of course, no one will feel more aggrieved by the situation than the coach. But I can't imagine Western moving, really.
Here's a chance for the Western United. Oh my god. He had plenty of time and then was forced to turn over, which gave Mariners to regain the ball. He had heaps of time. Marco Tulio would be disappointed trying to juggle the ball, but it forces out right out of the boundary line. Trying to do some trickways, but that's something you should see. But fuck me, how did the Mariners did this? It's crazy. Western United have suffered some severely defeats. Could this be 5-0 just like the Wanderers did against Western United?
It's completely overhit the cross. Almost hit the sauce bottles.
I don't want to do that. That could get messy.
Keen as mustard for that joke, weren't you? Paramount Plus player index tonight. Ryan Calter, top of the shot. Not just his goal, but his overall performance. Really, you could make a case for any number of Mariners players to be in the top 3. This guy's been brilliant for me. Nisbet.
Here's a chance for the Mariners. Retreating the Western United.
Far side.
Is there some hope for Western United? They get the ball. Am I the next Mr. Beast? I'm not. No, I don't think so. I'm not surely not getting attracted to anyone. I'm not the next Mr. Beast. I'm being honest.
And reaching around to try and win the ball back, committing the foul. No particular hurry. Farrell. Game just seemingly petering out to its inevitable conclusion.
What do you think about social media's influence on the younger generation?
least.
I think social media, like, actors, right?
As that might sound on
They
the
have a
back
lot
end,
of potential, like, what they're doing, and then when they're, like, I don't know how you describe this, but if they share, like, when there's like a younger YouTuber, and there's some of all this social media influencer comes out, like, introducing who is this this younger generation looks like. I think he has a better, this young fellow who's doing it on YouTube has a lot of experience of what being a social media influencer is. I think if I was like a young generation, I would be experiencing what it looks like being an influencer. But it does quite take some time to, like, learn the experts of being the bigger one. You get what I mean, like the social medias. But yeah, I think younger people with some experience being in social medias can, like, reduce some, like, confidence. Oh, here comes the Mariners in the box. So 4 minutes additional time. Heading into the 90th minute, 4 minutes additional time. Sets up a corner. Ooh! Shit, that was close. Is there hope? Oh! Krul wasn't ready for that. He thought the ball was gonna go right into him and suddenly headbutt right into that goal. Make it 5-0 for that, but again, Mariners have dominated this possession much well against Western United.
And Docker's ball over the top was tasty as well. And it was aiming and arcing.
I thought I was gonna go in. I would have jumped out. Yep, there goes your 40k. I mean, there's a lot of hope. There's still hope. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
3 goals for the Warriors. And how to hold one away.
They'll do get the ball back. Oh, did that went in? Oh, no, it did not went in. I thought that was going in. That was close. The ball suddenly went under the crossbar. I thought it was going to go cross into the line. But how on earth did that ball went past through to the goalkeeper when it looked like it's going to go to the goal? It went under the crossbar. That was insane. Could possibly make it 5-0.
I mean, every time they win a corner, they look like scoring.
I'm actually starting to get hyped now.
Which makes you wonder why they went for the variation that time in the first half.
That was a different variation of that kick.
Now they're just knocking it in. Here we go.
Look, there's a replay, right? He sets up a corner, puts that head in. That's a really close one to put that ball in. I don't know for my call, but I think that should have been a goal.
It's going to be an inquest as to the set-piece defending, I think, this week at Western United. Meantime, deep into stoppage time, Harris carries the ball forward.
Just can't go play Oztag. Oh! Oh, I thought that was a goal, but it hit it right to the back of the net. That was close. That goal gave the attention.
And then he sucks in a defender, which is his go. Looks like the potato farmer there, Cliffy Young, on the ultra marathon. Bang! To keep people awake and interested. Heward Bell certainly was interested. Very interested and grateful to see the ball go wide of the post.
Fucking Roosters can't piss off.
Final minutes of the
Don't double quest. Fuck off, cunt. Damn. Yeah. One word to say, damn. It sucks. Should have been 5-0. And I reckon this should do the game. And I'm guessing Mariners should be happy with this result. 4-0. Could almost be the exact same thing like the West Sydney Wanderers done against Western United at Combank. 5-0. In 5 goals in the first half. By the way, if you haven't checked it, check out the Wanderers vlog.
Stallion Laguna. Win there will secure top spot in the AFC Cup.
And that is full time, lads. It is 4-0. Central Coast Mariners get the job done at home at Gosford. They have been absolutely outclassing the bottom team in this season, and the Mariners get their 2 wins in their results. They're on the bounce now, the champions. I need a place to live now. Oh, okay. Where do you currently live, though? Oh, that's some really harsh performance from the Western United. That is an absolute beating.
And then Aleague with a 4th off the bench. In truth, it could have been more.
Yeah, that's what I said. Should have been 5-0.
The margin. Central Coast Mariners 4, Western United 0.
United States. Alright, fair. So greetings, I guess. Greetings from United States, from Australia to United States. Greetings.
In truth, Western United offered pretty little in attack. Lots to do for them on the
They've been horse shit, Western United.
And get some reaction.
Simon,
they literally have no response in the goal in the last 2 games.
Josh Nisbet, Josh, congratulations on the performance tonight. Is that as much fun as you've had at this football club since the grand final win?
Yeah, look, it's been a little bit tough since the grand final, and yeah, to be able to get the clean sheet for Vuka was
He's so small,
and,
Josh Nisbet. He's like almost, he's like 5.9, the height. Almost like my height.
The next level tonight.
I think it's just sort of applying. I think that maybe we were a little bit reserved. I'm not getting stuck in, but look, the process was coming, and you can see it sort of developing over the last few games, and yeah, it sort of took its go now.
And there's depth now in the attacking third as well. I mean, it seems like a range of players are starting to contribute. How important is that?
Yeah, it is. We had Jay last year who scored so many goals, and we're sort of this way we're going to
score. So Mariners
also going to be everyone doing it.
Dumped over the Western United 4-0, and that is some big result from the Central Coast to come up with. Okay, I'm betting my last 4,000 on Perth in Melbourne. Go 4,000 on Melbourne if I was you. And Jamie McLaren with 2 goals in the first half.
They're in all sorts at the moment. They've got some serious work to do, and pressure is coming big time.
Some huge work from the Western United.
Straight losses. They've scored just 1 goal.
That's so hard to come up with.
So some serious problems there. Let's get back to Daniel Gar.
Scott, thank you. I'm with Western United captain in Josh Risden. Josh, I saw you just went over to the fans who have made the trip over here. What did you have to say to them?
Oh no, look, just thanking them for the support for coming out. You know, it's been a tough start to the season for us. You know, the games previously we've been playing good, but you know, I think today was definitely not our best, and we can do a lot better than that. Second half we put up a bit of a fight, but the game was done, and yeah, I think we just had a lack of effort in the first half. Didn't really stick to our game plan, and we got punished.
They're absolutely been washed.
We just it's a long season. We just got to keep being positive. Just keep working at what we know, and hopefully the results can come.
6 losses in a row. I mean, how deep is the rut for you? How concerning is it for you as captain?
Oh, look, it's hard. I've put a lot of pressure on myself, I think, you know, being a leader and trying to help the team, you know, do better. But look, to be honest, you know, it's been very positive within the group. You know, we're staying together. You know, no one's pointing fingers. We're just sticking together, and that's what we can do at the moment. You know, I think, you know, today we let ourselves down a bit. But we got a game on Friday night at Amy. We like playing there, and you know, hopefully we can get a win and, you know, kickstart our season. You know, we got something really looking forward to towards the back end of the season.
There's a lot of seasons to go,
and, you know,
a lot of rounds to go. So
and we just got to, you know, stick together and
keep their heads up high, I guess.
And that's what we can ask for.
Thanks, Josh. All the best.
Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah, they certainly need to stick together because they're in a big hole and they need to somehow find a way to climb.
They gotta at least find something to win. Because this is really concerning signs for the Western United.
Well, it's on the up for these guys. Central Coast Mariners with a big win. It could have been a whole lot more as well. We'll be back to break it all down and bring you all the reaction right after this.
I just have to run it through facial rec.
Special Agent Michelle Mackey, NCIS. My job is to investigate crimes against U.S. naval personnel. Hands on your head! This is my investigation.
Might catch the bus next time.
NCIS Sydney, now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue, and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Alright. I guess that wraps up with this this live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna handle this moment. Well, I'll give you some details about what's gonna happen before I end this live stream. I'll just turn up the volume up a bit.
Don't stop and look around once in a while.
There we go. Alright, so announcements coming. I'll be doing the match day vlog for Melbourne Victory versus Western Sydney Wanderers. These two guys are taking on each other. Their undefeated record is on the line. One of them will walk away with losers. One of them will no longer continue their unbeaten start. So neither of these two sides need a win for this one. But as a beloved Wanderers supporter, hopefully we can stay up on high. Hopefully we can keep our unbeaten start on a roll until we are confident with about this. Maybe next live stream next week I'll be doing it again, but who knows, I'm gonna do it. So I'm very keen on what's going to happen. So make sure you guys stay tuned on what videos I'll be uploading. But yeah, guys, this has been JG's right here live streaming for this video right now. Do enjoy the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, and I say it all over the time, make sure you give this stream a like, and turning that bell subscribe button. And if you guys are the viewers that you didn't watch for the whole stream right now, that I'm live right now, and you are watching it right now, make sure you drop a like and do subscribe and give it some support for the next video that I'll be uploading. So make sure you stay tuned for the match day vlog between Melbourne Victory and Western Sydney Wanderers at Combank. We return home from that RBB tour. But yeah, so this has been the Central Coast Mariners and the Western United. So I guess this live stream has to wrap it up right now. And oh yeah, by the way, there's another live stream happening that back there, and Melbourne City versus Perth Glory tonight. I'm guessing, if I am correct. Hold up, give me a sec. Oh yeah, they actually are playing tonight. So I don't know. I might do another live stream, but that's not quite the case though. Yeah, this has been JG's right here. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Make sure you stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys there later. Peace out.